Paul Sculthorpe, England Knights, thanks for joining us. Paul, a tough run out in France, but a good win in the end. What did you learn from that?
It was a fantastic performance by the boys. It was always going to be a challenge. You know what you get when you go to France. It's always a big physical side, and they certainly didn't disappoint. But the boys were outstanding. Just their effort-based stuff, their aggression. Just a real good, solid performance. Not clinical. It wasn't a classic, but certainly a lot to be learned.
And it was an experience, wasn't it, on and off the pitch? What do you think the squad members will take from that for future? Yeah,
do you know what? It was a challenge, even from the travel, obviously the game, and then obviously getting delayed on the way home. It was a long day. It's real character building. Building that resilience of what camps are about, and the Knights programme's not supposed to be easy. You've got to earn that right to get what the senior boys get, and these boys know that, and they've been outstanding from fallout sessions, all the way through, and then in camp.
And any particular standouts that you'd like to name, or is that just a general squad thing?
Do you know what? It was a general squad thing. Every single one of these boys, has put their hand up, has lived and breathed, what England's all about. The quality on and off the field. So I wouldn't single anybody. I think every single one of them that's taken part, and even the young guys, Harvey and Georgie have come in. Great learning curve for them fellas as well.
And they've come through the academy system this year. Have you been following their progress this season?
Yeah, obviously, I see obviously a bit of George and what he's done at Saints. Obviously got his chance in the first team as well. And obviously Harvey, I've followed Harvey for a number of years, and I knew his old man. What they did and what they did in the Origin series as well has earned the right to join the Knights programme, and certainly potential England players of the future.
And they're a benefit to this pathway, aren't they? They're a real credit to the performance pathway that you're involved with, and also a credit to their own clubs as well, aren't they? Their academy system.
Yeah, obviously, the day-to-day stuff is credit to their clubs and where they've come through and that pathway. And the England set up, the academy, and obviously this Knights programme was designed to bring England players of the future. That's what it's all about, and that's why it's not supposed to be easy. And you look at the players. I think we're on something like 55 players who've come from the Knights through to the senior squad, and the guys involved in this World Cup who were, I think we counted about 7 or 8 who come to PNG with us in 2018, and that for England is a phenomenal return.
And looking at the senior squad for the World Cup, yeah, you mentioned those 7 or 8 players. Among them, Jack Wellesby will be one of them. Kai Pearce-Paul will be another. So for the lads here this morning, that's something that they can point to and say that's where I want to be in 2025.
Of course it is, yeah, and they wouldn't be here otherwise, and that is a genuine pathway. They see them players who've progressed, your Mikolaj Ledskys, players like that who've been in the Knights programme, have come through, youth academy, Knights, and now key players in the senior squad, looking to win a World Cup. So, these guys don't realise, well, they do because we tell them how near they are to that next level.
One thing I've noticed this morning, it's been a really good intense field session, but there's a lot of smiling faces and a lot of vibrancy around. Is that something that you work hard at?
Yeah, it is, and it's I've got to give credit to Baloo as well, Paul Anderson, for the way he coaches and the way he buries camp together. It's got to be an enjoyable environment to get the best out of the boys, and we've certainly done that. It's been a scream all the way through camp, and the boys thoroughly enjoy being here. And when you're enjoying doing what you do, you play at your best. And as I said, the boys are outstanding in France. I'm really looking forward to, they've come in bouncing on Monday, looking to the game against Scotland. It's been a good week so far. We've got a day off tomorrow, and then we're back in Friday, sharp session up to Edinburgh, ready for the challenge of Scotland.
And it's a World Cup warm-up for Scotland, so every member of both team squad is going to get a run out. What sort of game are you expecting?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, certainly. I know Scotland will start quick, probably with their strongest squad available, prepping for that World Cup. So there's going to be a lot of rotations. It'll probably be quite a messy game in regards to that. But it's a great challenge for the players. They're playing against players who are going to be part of a home nations World Cup, and as I said, these guys they're in this nice setup because that's where they want to be, in the next few years.